Also, thank you for the webcam recommendation.
Yeah, that I was gonna say that looks like a Logitech C 920.
Yes, I mean, I
The
I,
sort of
I
wide
buy
angle that we get on
Logitech.
one.
Yeah, I buy Logitech anyway, but and also it sort of sat on my in my tabs for a day, and I don't know if this had any bearing on it, but like when I went back to it, it had like dropped in price by £8,
Oh, nice.
Well, it
and
was
I was
meant to
like,
be.
extra. Thank you very much.
Um, very good, very good, very good. Well, welcome everyone. I'm sorry the cat isn't at work. She'll, I mean, she's a cat. She'll turn up if she wants to. Um, we are about to go shopping, but before we do that, I think Galray has a letter to his mum explaining what we've been up to recently.
Hello, Mother. I didn't sleep well. You know what I'm like being underground, but it was only a one night. It wouldn't be too bad. I'd be okay. I had strange dreams. This tune kept going through my head. When I woke up, I could still hear it. In fact, I realised the whole of the pack were humming it. None of them seemed to know this. In fact, it then got pointed out that I was also doing this. When we went out, everybody else in the cellar was doing it. Though the Kenku got very irate when we said he was doing it and denied everything and got quite funny with us. We went out, went upstairs and joined Ebda, which was also humming the tune, as was Katala, the tabaxi. While talking about this, Varnia arrived, pointed out that this sounded very familiar to the singing plague from 600 years ago, and then did something I never would want anyone to do for me again. He locked the cellar door so we couldn't escape. I wasn't happy about this, and neither was the tabaxi. So much so that Fizz had to create a light show to try and keep the tabaxi occupied. It worked to a small extent. We started searching for any books on music or the spell plague or anything like this that might give us an idea as to what would happen. We then heard screaming. We ran upstairs to find Ebda, crouched on the floor with books flying off the bookcase. No matter how soon as it started, it stopped again. We realised his daughter wasn't with us, so we ran off to her room. She seemed okay. She was humming, but she seemed all right. However, we did find some pictures that were quite disturbing. People being dismembered, not the sort of thing you'd expect a small child to be drawing. At that point, we heard singing. Not humming, singing. And it seemed to go from upstairs. We blocked our ears with bits of cloth, made our way up, and arrived in Varney's office. There was a locked room. Varnier let us in, where we found this was where the fireflies were stored. They were reacting to the singing. As we searched the room to get to pinpoint the sound of the singing, some of the fireflies started escaping. For some strange reason, I'm not too sure, their cages were being opened. I'm sure the druid had absolutely nothing to do with this at all. However, we did manage to locate the source, a loose stone, which, much to Varnier's shock, had two bodies. Skeletons, who, roughly on estimation, were from the time of the singing plague. We talked and investigated this matter, and during the conversation, the subject of the drawings came up. at which point Varney's daughter said they'd come from a book that Crinkle had. Crinkle being the Kenku. We talked to him. The book in question was a gnomish device. The images moved as they were doing it, and it seemed to feature the same images she had drawn. However, it was broken. Juniper decided it was a good idea to try and fix the book. We pumped healing into her as she fixed the book and kept hurting herself. But eventually, the final page moved. And it appeared. A shadowy creature in the corner of the room. The very creature from the book. We defended ourselves, only to discover, in most cases a lot of shock, we couldn't hurt this creature. Varnir shouted out from wherever it was Varnir was hiding to look at the book, the final page. It showed the demon being crushed with a millstone. This being a cellar full of books, there weren't many millstones around. So we had the clever idea to maybe topple a bookcase onto it. So a chase ensued, with us being the chasees, up to the library, where the creature followed Juniper as she held the book. I ended up on top of the bookcases, directing traffic, and after one narrow miss, we managed to push a bookcase on top of the creature, who ended up back in the book. At this point, Varnir very quickly took the book and has decided it's going to be placed in a very secure place that no one will ever get to it again. He then did the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. He unlocked the cellar door. I'm not sure which one of us got out fastest, me or the tabaxi. However, the people in the inn were quite surprised to suddenly see two figures blurring past them and burying their face in the grass in the gardens, vowing to never go back inside again, as I passed a rather strong, potent spirit bottle between the two of us. We were thanked. Food was brought outside to us, and we are honoured by the Candlekeep. They've even paid off our expenses. We're going to make use of these. We're heading off to Baldur's Gate. I think it's time to try and buy some supplies. We were a little bit unarmed with regards to this last creature. I can't have that happen again, so let's see if we can improve our martial prowess. I'll let you know how things go, Mother. Take care now.
Oh, thanks for the wonderful update, Benian. That I'd forgotten some of that happened. But thank you very much for the reminder.
And don't worry, Juniper, the secret safe, I didn't let slip. It was you that let the flies out.
I am very proud of my Firefly relief effort.
Yeah, I like to think.
But we do need a second season of Firefly at some point.
I do. I think that now there's a sort of there's sort of colonies of fireflies moving into other parts of Candlekeep. That's maybe as of concern to the occupants. But for the moment, you're not in.
It's not as though it's bookworms.
No, it's not bookworms.
Exactly.
It could be a lot worse. It's not termites. It's not bookworms. It's probably okay. So yeah, you've taken Dave, I assume, and got yourselves up to Baldur's Gate. I almost archived Dave. I was archiving all of my all of the like NPCs. I was archiving all of the like NPCs and the monsters from the previous adventure, and I was like, and a unicorn. I don't need a unicorn. Oh shit! No, hang on.
You can't get rid of Dave. He's the MVD.
I know. I didn't archive Dave.
Dave
It's
need
okay.
any shopping?
Well, you've brought Dave to Baldur's Gate. And That's
Barding plus 10.
yeah. Can you buy horse armor in Baldur's Gate? That is the
There's
I'd
question.
be
stuff on
very
transportation.
Where's that list you gave us? I'm sure there was barding on there.
There's a whole section on transportation.
There is a whole
There's
section on
barding,
transportation.
You can buy him a chariot.
Yeah, you could.
He won't
I
have to
mean-
travel again. We'll get horses to pull him.
Yeah, he could have exotic riding saddles. You could upgrade his because he's got a cart at the moment. That's what he's got at the moment. So we could get a chariot.
Barding
You
would
could
be
give him
4 times the cost of the mule, so you're looking about 32 gold would get barding for him.
Oh well, there you go. If somebody wishes to get him some barding, but anyway, yeah, we're in Baldur's Gate. You're all in Baldur's Gate. We're not going to worry about too much about exactly where. We have agreed to do some shopping.
I actually just realised a slight mistake, by the way. It's not times the price of the donkey, it's times the price of the armour itself. So whatever armour you want to buy for him,
yeah, exactly.
that's then 4 times. So full plate times 4, because we need Dave protected.
Wait on Dave.
We can't have him die on us.
Yeah, but Feddy will steal it. So
That's
there's no
true.
point.
Where's the?
I won't steal it. Dave will lend it to me because he loves me.
Okay.
Hooves of protection.
Yeah. I don't. Where's the section for horse armor? That's the question.
Well, it just on the sheet you gave us, it just
no, I
says
see it.
barding
It says
times
barding
4. Then above it, it says armored.
6.
It just says cost
See-
is standard armor times 4.
See blacksmithing prices. Okay.
Yeah.
Blacksmithing prices says adventuring gear. Does it say? Oh no, it might need some pages that we don't.
Studded leather would be 45 gold times
unless it
4, so
just
you're looking
means-
180 for studded
Oh, I
leather.
see. So it's just like 4 pieces of
Yeah.
of armor for the pony. Well, I'm glad that we've started with Dave. Is everybody if we're wanting to buy Dave some armor, then everybody's going to have to donate some gold to the because Dave
Yeah.
obviously
Nothing wrong with that.
Dave obviously doesn't have his own bank account. Unlike Dino,
He's
unlike my
earned some
actual
money,
co-
though.
Dino
The
actually
Bank
does,
of Dave.
Dino actually does have his own bank account.
Dave's definitely earned some money, whether it's
Right.
through tips or whatever.
Okay.
All right.
So
How much do we all owe to get Dave?
Depends
better?
what armor we're going to buy him. What
Yeah.
sort of armor do
So
you want to put his
basically,
barding is?
you pick the type of armor you want to give him, and then you have to times it by 4 because the blacksmith has to make it for 1 for each leg or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
So studded leather is 45 gold. Chain shirt. Don't put your pony in a chain shirt.
I was going to say that would be a bit cruel.
Don't put your pony in a chain shirt. You'll give it some kind of apoplexy.
And full plate would just be extreme.
Studded leather.
I mean,
sounds like a
studded
sensible thing.
Yeah.
leather armor. If you're going to
What
get
was that?
armor for Dave, so 45,
armor
so
cost
that's
would that
90.
give
That
him?
would be 180.
Divided by 5 is
180 divided by 5 is just under 20
36.
each, isn't it?
Isn't
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Oh god, I need a
Which would-
fucking calculator. I wasn't
I shall
anticipating needing a
donate
calculator.
36 gold for Dave. Right.
Yeah,
Easily do that,
36.
which would give him AC 12 plus whatever dex modifier he's got.
Oh fucking hell, Dave! Oh, I didn't do Dave a proper character sheet. Okay,
I think
notes
Dave's
to
got about
self.
18 dexterity.
Dave
from memory.
He must have.
needs.
He
a
must have.
character sheet.
18
Maybe
on
even
everything.
20. You know, he's
Let
very
me
18 on
dexterous.
everything, including intelligence. He's really intelligent.
So we're removing 36 gold each for.
Yep, I'm
Dave's-
more than happy to
Dave's
do that.
clothes.
Oh
Yep.
god, Dave at the moment has a vehicle character sheet, so I'm going to need to undo this.
Well,
But
you know
under
what?
equipment, let's add some equipment for Dave. Dave has got... Oh, no. Equipment. Dave has got... Edit. Scale barding. Let me just make a note. There we go. I've made a note. I will work out what it does anyway. So you're all minus 36 pieces of gold
Yep.
because you've
I'm
bought
just-
Dave some... Is everybody's content with this decision?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Any other...
I'm looking up something even more important. Where's feed? We need,
well,
to, we need
feed
to buy
is-
food for him.
Feed it. Presumably they gave you some feed from Candlekeep. Feed per day is 5 copper pieces. They're not expensive to feed ponies. in this world.
I'm
Anyway.
also going to get myself some light studded armor while I'm here.
Yeah. So we're at the blacksmiths. Who's blacksmithing? We're at the blacksmiths.
You better bet I am.
Okay, right. So Juniper is getting some. So 45 gold for you. Studded leather armor.
Hooray!
Vediketh.
I'm more armored. Woo!
Vediketh. I imagine you are buying something exciting.
I am buying some
The
splint
shiniest
mail.
thing.
I can't afford full plate because it's 1.5 grand.
Yeah. Heavy armor is like a big thing. So
But splint mail.
Splint mail, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to purchase that.
Okay.
For 200 gold.
200 gold. Yep.
I would also like to buy a maul.
A maul.
Yeah.
You can do. It's your book friend not friend enough for you anymore.
Sometimes you just need to hit things harder.
Sometimes you need to hit things harder. Okay.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Can't argue with that one.
Also,
yeah.
I'd like to buy a great sword. Because sometimes you need to chop things harder.
Okay.
Is that
You know that bag you got last time, Sasha?
I can carry all the weapons because I'm going to sell my great club. So I'm not carrying that anymore.
Okay, yes. So we're
If I
probably.
sell, I'm just going to donate it. He can just have it.
Well,
Dave
hang on.
can
Where's
have
the Great
it.
Club gone? Oh, there isn't a price for Great Club.
Dave can just have it in
Yeah,
his mouth
that's
and
what I mean.
just
I
flail.
can just donate it.
Strap it to the top of his head like a unicorn's horn.
Oh
He can
my
charge
God,
it, people.
Battering ram.
I mean, I think we're in Baldur's Gate, so we can have some. Like, I don't think you need to give it to him. I think he can buy it from you. I think probably they're going to be buying it about what 50%.
Yeah.
A great axe is 30 gold. Probably give you 10 gold for a great club.
Cool, I'll take that. And also, I'm going to do a quick change. Take off my current armor, put my splint mail on. Sorry, I'm wearing clothes underneath. Don't get excited, everyone.
I like to think that this process has taken about 2 hours. That there's been a lot of like.
Oh yeah,
I'm
looking
just
at
I've had to
different
like,
with a
pieces
book.
and like.
I had to check all bits of armor,
Yeah.
see if they fit. Try them on. Do they fit me okay? Are they protected?
Does his bum look big in this?
Yeah.
Does my bum look big enough in
At
this?
some point, Fizz got really bored and went and bought some maple bacon rolls from the maple bacon person and bought.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god, I've got a whole cookery thing going.
Okay,
soon,
we'll do
so-
the cookery thing in a minute, but yeah,
Yeah.
like there's,
Did you see they do? There's cooking utensils on the
yeah,
list.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. We're starting at the blacksmiths, one at a time. Easy now. So you're selling the armor you're currently wearing.
Yep, my chainmail.
Okay, so you get 25 gold for that. Assuming you haven't wrecked it, obviously. It's in good.
My armor is in pristine condition. I spend like hours a night polishing it and tarting it up.
Oh, is that what they call it these days?
Okay, I'll tell you what. He gives you 30. He gives you 30 gold for it because it's so well polished.
Yeah.
There is this strange
Sparkling.
dent in the centre where a bookcase landed on it, but we don't talk about that.
And I've managed to straighten that out over the days. It's okay.
All right.
So yeah, that's all of my shopping done at the blacksmith.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Who else is for blacksmiths? Okay.
I've got my app.
You've got your Sasha blacksmith.
I would like a chain shirt.
A chain shirt. Yep, 50 gold pieces.
You could have just had mine.
I mean, maybe that's what's happened. Maybe that you've just had some kind of. I don't know.
May need to be modified slightly.
Yeah, maybe you've specifically asked for a different one.
Yeah, that's safer.
Yeah.
And
A, slight height, slightly difference, and B, you know what he gets up to wearing those chain shirts.
Yeah. You were like, yeah, sorry, I'll take a different one, thank you. And the blacksmith was like,
Well,
yeah,
that's me.
totally understand. Yeah.
and I'll sell my leather armor.
You'll sell your leather armor. Okay, so so that's a number that doesn't divide by 2, so that's helpful. Call it 23.
All right. Thank you.
Any more blacksmithing needs?
I would like to buy some. I'd like to buy some iron spikes, please, because I would like to be able to catapult them.
Okay, you can buy some iron spikes. How many iron spikes are you purchasing?
Let's go with 10 and see how I go with them.
I mean, you're only little. They're probably quite heavy.
They are, and also if I'm catapulting them with a spell, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
so-
okay. So that's 10 gold pieces for 10 iron
Yep.
spikes.
And I'd also like a bag of ball bearings in case that falls apart.
Okay, all right. A bag of ball bearings. A bag of 1,000 ball bearings will cost you 1 gold piece.
Thank you.
Any more blacksmithing needs?
I'm going to buy a crowbar. You never know. We
Seems
don't have
wise.
anyone that can open locks for us.
Okay.
I've got a maul. That could open locks.
I mean, for some locks, that will be fine. Okay, crowbar, 2 gold pieces. Okay, any more blacksmithing needs?
I.
Don't want a mirror, Veddy? No?
My armor will be shiny enough.
Your
don't
armor
you
is
worry.
shiny enough. Okay. You're all good for lanterns and hammers and that kind of thing.
That's the only thing. Actually, do we need them? Because let's be honest, we're all cliched here that every single one of us has dark vision.
This is true. This is true. And actually, that
We are the
weirdly,
ultimate cliche party.
weirdly often happens in Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, bows. We're going to the Fletcher.
Oh yes, please.
The Fletcher is next door. You'd like to buy a bow?
I want to buy a light crossbow.
A light crossbow, 25 gold pieces.
I would like to
and some
talk to the
ammo for
Fletcher
it.
to see if he knows anywhere I might be able to get one with a slight enchantment on it.
What do you want, a +1?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I could find was in the DMG where it says there between 100 and 500 gold.
So Xanathars.
That's all I could find. Yep.
Xanathars says it's 1d6 plus 100 gold pieces for a +1 weapon. Do you want to roll the d6? Do you want me to roll the d6?
Go on, roll it, and please roll less than 4.
Oh, I rolled a 1. There you go, 100
Oh,
gold pieces.
Huzzah!
I'm more than happy to buy that. Thank you very much.
100 gold pieces. He's he's got a +1 bow that has been sitting out the back waiting for the right owner. And
Thank you very much.
Here you are. Is that a crossbow or a short bow or a longbow?
Longbow.
Longbow. Okay, +1 longbow to you. Are you taking some arrows? Have we got some arrows? Are you
I've already got arrows on me.
arrow situation?
Yeah.
And this
I'm
is
also
not-
spending a gold on some bolts.
Oh yeah, bolts for your crossbow. Very good. This is not Baldur's Gate 3, so we don't have to talk about the.
Okay, I've just
69
gone into
different types of
ranged
arrows.
weapons on D&D Beyond, and it includes laser rifles. That's worrying.
Okay, there are not any laser rifles in this particular corner of Faerun, just FYI.
Damn it! It's got antimatter rifle. Can I have one of those instead?
Yeah, not any of those in Faerun right now either. Very odd, very odd. Any other bow needs, ammunition
Yeah.
needs? Yep,
Could I get a light crossbow as well?
you can. 25 gold pieces and
And-
another gold pieces for some bolts.
And could I get a case for it as well?
Yep.
And do I get to choose what type of case I get, or do I just get a bog standard? This is a case. Good luck.
So there's 1 gold piece for your bog standard crossbow bolt case, and 2 gold pieces for like a beautifully shiny I don't know what a beautifully shiny crossbow
we
case
know
would go.
we know that I'm going with that.
Okay,
so,
2 gold
yeah.
pieces for the super. This Fletcher
27.
likes you. There's been a lot of upselling going on this morning. Very, very pleased. EJ, can the or Juniper, sorry, can the Fletcher's like, madam, can I interest you in a similar case for your crossbow that like crossbow bolts that's having sold one to your friend? Can we
Oh,
engage
well-
in some upselling?
Yes,
You'd
definitely.
you'd hate to not be able to get to your crossbow bolts when you needed them.
That's true. How much will this cost me, sir?
Well, the smart one, the very, very shiny one, is 2 gold pieces. I do have a boring one for 1 gold piece.
Well, I shall have the very shiny one, thank you.
Would you like to cover your crossbow in case of mechanical failure for the next 5 years?
Uh,
An accidental damage.
Yes.
Okay, I have.
Yeah,
added that.
the Fletcher's now like raising his eyebrows and like, anybody need any bowstrings? Anybody need a quiver?
But,
See,
like,
I'll buy
literally
I'll,
things that-
I'll buy some spare bowstrings just in case, because
Okay, and
it's only
yeah,
a couple of gold.
So
So
now, like, obviously it was an enchanted bow, so here's our premium bowstring collection.
Oh.
Made from the premium. What do you make bowstrings from? Catgut or something? I mean,
and don't say horsehair.
New.
So we're looking 3 gold for 5 then, instead of 2 then.
he's very pleased to offer you a deal for 3 gold on his premium bowstrings. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Any leatherworking? You've got any tools? Any bagpipes? Anybody like to purchase any bagpipes? Any drums?
Strangely, no.
Oh wow. Anybody need any faith supplies? How's your faith doing, Paladin? Do you need...
My fate's pretty, variable.
Yeah. So this does include potions of healing. How are we doing for potions of healing? We've got flutes and lyres and horns and anybody need fountain pens? Apparently that's a temple supply. Bells. Anybody want to put a bell on Vedeketh so that they know where he is at all times?
I was going to say, does he need help with his horn? But I think that's
Do
probably
we
a bad
have one
suggestion.
for Dave?
I would. Don't put a bell on Dave. You can't put a bell on a pony. He's
Oh,
not,
don't put.
he's not
I-
a cow.
Dave.
cause mad chaos. That would be.
No. But if we're trying to like hide,
Oh,
you know those times where
yeah.
we hide Dave.
Oh yeah,
Put a
that
bell
whole
on
thing with a
him.
bell wouldn't be
Yeah,
a good idea.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you're right.
Any flasks of holy water, perfume, oil flasks,
Oh, perfume.
paper. There's perfume is available from the temple,
I
bizarrely.
should probably purchase some.
Oh, well, there you go.
perfume.
A vial of perfume will cost you 5 gold pieces, apparently.
I'll take that. Yep. Thanks very much. Smelling resplendent once again.
General bit.
I'll buy the healer's kit.
Healer's kit. Perfect. 5 gold pieces.
I'm actually going to buy a healing potion because it could be
Healing
useful in a.
potion.
I know most of us
Yeah.
can heal in some way, but all you need is someone to go down.
Yeah, no. I'm all for. I mean, we've all been
Said
playing.
the actress to the bishop.
We've all been playing Baldur's Gate 3. We all know how important healing potions are. 50 gold pieces for your healing potion. They are not cheap.
No, they're not. Which is why I'm holding on to the one I found for dear life.
I mean, it could be worse. If you want to cast Raise Dead, it'll cost you 1,000 gold pieces, so don't die.
I'm not planning on dying if I can help it.
Cheaper just to roll another character.
Yeah, just to roll another character, for sure. General items from the general items collection. I imagine you're onto your like 3rd or your 4th bacon roll at this point because it's been a long morning. Do you need any more hempen rope? It's bound to be some hempen rope.
No, I'm pretty much good until we get Taylor, darlings.
Yeah, all of the adventuring supplies you could possibly want are here.
I actually want to try and see if I can sell some stuff.
Oh yeah, who are you selling to?
I've got 3 giant rat pelts, and I've also got 6 teeth from that mimic we killed right at the beginning.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure who we'd
So-
even what we'd even get for those.
Rat pelts. Find.
Because there's no mention on pelts anywhere in here.
No, pelts are not in there at all. Rat pelt. Let's have a think. What would be similar to a kind of? What would be similar to a rat pelt?
There's a section for creature parts, depending on their
Creature
challenge
parts.
rating.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, look, here we go. What's the so the challenge rating on a rat is definitely
Low.
not very big. It's definitely like a quarter or something. It says 1%. 1%
Cost
of
below
what?
is based on the. Oh, no, that's the
That's
fabric.
the clothing.
Yeah. Is it 1% of the?
Special
CR
crafting
value?
materials. The creature hide is the percentage. It's down under special crafting materials. Creature hide.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Challenge
creature
rating
height.
percentage.
Challenge rating percentage. Okay. What is a? So what are they? Rat.
Yep. It's probably not much. It's in my backpack, and I thought I'd get rid of it.
No, that's fine. What is the challenge rating on a rat?
CR's probably about like an 8th or something.
It's actually a rat has a challenge rating of 0 apparently. But let's give you
Oh.
50. Let's give you 50 silver pieces.
Thank you.
There we go. And what else did you have? Mimic teeth.
It was 6 mimic teeth. I nearly put 50 electrum there. I'm glad I noticed that. I don't know what you'd put those under.
What on earth? Mimic. Harvesting a loot from a harvesting table. Mimic
I
skin.
mean,
Mimic.
bones is CR percentage. So I suppose you count it as bone, I suppose.
Mimics. Mimic. Oh dear.
So the creature parts, the percentages of its XP value.
It pretty much is, isn't it? Seems to be what they're talking about.
Okay. Mimic XP. Let's have a look. Mimic XP 5e. And Mimic 450 XP.
How
So
much challenge rate on them
and
as well?
what is the challenge rating on Mimic? It's like challenge rating 2. Okay, so 1% of 450 is like 4.5.
4.5 gold, and there's 6 of them, so
4.5 gold.
4.5 gold.
4.5 times 6 is 27 gold.
Okie doke. And I will remember to take those off my list.
Okay. Okay. You had some tailoring requirements, Vedeketh?
Yes.
Why does this not surprise me?
I'd like to go to the high-end clothing section.
Why did I not imagine that we wouldn't be going to the high-end clothing section? Okay.
My little tiny legs are following very quickly behind because I am also intrigued.
Okay, so we're in a very high-end clothing store. The storekeeper. So this is a proper shop. It is not a. There's no. This isn't like a stall holding in the wide. We're in a proper shop. Anybody who's still eating a bacon roll has been asked to remain outside.
I'm staying outside anyway. This just isn't my kind of place.
There's a very, very haughty elf in here.
Elegant and majestic.
Another
majestic. Good reason for me not to be in there.
Incredibly fucking stuck up. Yeah, that's what's going on in here. Right, what can we what can we tempt you to in the high-end clothing store?
I'm just gonna have a peruse first, just to have a look. Like I'm just just in for a little
What's the high-end
look about.
What's the high-end clothing store in Baldur's Gate called? One of these
Oh
is
gosh, it's the one where you save the chap. You have to save a chap from being murdered over there.
Oh, okay, that's exciting.
And then when you save him from being murdered, his approval with you is like top notch. So actually, he's the best person to go and sell all your shit to because he's got so much gold. He's over by the Baldur's Gate Way gate.
Is it the boutique one?
Oh, what was his name? Primark? Something like that?
Oh, well, I thought we might work that out whilst Vedeketh was shopping for corsets, maybe.
I mean, not entirely.
I think he's got like Allegro. Let's see. Let's get 3.
Swimwear is also available.
I'm leaning more towards the undergarments.
Undergarments. Okay.
You know, we said it an hour and a half. I think that's just Vedi in the clothes shop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totes.
I definitely do not follow Vedeketh into that section.
I am
not go to the undergarment section.
So in Baldur's Gate 3, it's Facemaker's Boutique with Figaro Pennygood.
Oh well, there we go. So we're in this very upmarket
Which
place.
would be F&F, which is basically Tesco's.
Yep. So I am admiring a particular style of undergarment.
Okay.
One that involves very little material.
Okay.
Because it's Vedeketh.
So it's 8 silver pieces for the upmarket upmarket version.
It might go a little bit
So-
more expensive because he'd quite like some. I believe this is Americanized. However, we'll call them naps.
Okay.
Surely the
Um,
less material, the more expensive they are.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's the way it goes.
I think we're up to about
And also
12
perhaps
silver
an amount
pieces at
of
the moment.
golden embroidery.
Oh, okay. So we're up to about 20 silver pieces of an item right now. What's the?
And I'll take 5 pairs, please.
So 20 silver pieces times 5. What is the conversion?
Gold.
Between? Yeah, that's like a gold, isn't it? Is it 100?
No,
Is it
well,
100
20 silver
to a gold?
times 5.
I can never remember whether it's 100 or 10. I have a feeling the money system in Faerun is different from. It's always different from what I expect it to be.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
100
gold,
copper to a silver, 100 silver to a gold.
100 silver to a gold. Okay, so this is 1 gold piece.
And I'd also like a cravat
A cravat.
Delightful.
because why
I
not?
just think he's got to put armor all over this, and no one's going to see it.
No, it's gonna wear it nice and high. His armor's like here, and it's coming up to here, so it's gonna be. You're like Fred from Scooby Doo with like a big, like fluffy cravat type thing going on.
Okay.
I would like to refer back to one of my earlier descriptions where I said he was more Sunite than Tempest.
Okay. Let's call that a gold piece. I don't see the price for that here. Any other? I like to think that this probably took about 5 hours to make this.
Oh yeah, it's such a long time.
Yeah.
Had to try all of the different types of undergarments to find the right ones.
It's like everybody else has done.
I'm worried
all of
about
their
Veddy with
shopping.
the last shop on this list, which is tattoos.
I've been to an inn. I've had a couple of pints. I had a little
Well-
nap in the corner, and I've come back.
Yeah, like I
I've
think
stayed down. I've actually
I
gone
hope
down the pub, had some dinner.
It's the 3 old kegs, isn't it? Where you invented the maple bacon and.
Are they
Yeah,
still
yeah.
selling
Yeah.
it?
Yes, they are.
Good.
They are. They're delighted to see you. More maple bacon has been given to you. They were like, "Oh, where's your friend?" And you were like, "Fucking hell, mate."
Clothes shopping.
In the boutique.
Give me a beer.
boutique.
Yeah. And they
Is there
sort
a
of
barbers?
there were knowing looks exchanged, and more bacon was provided. Yeah, sure, of course, there's a Barber's. It's Baldur's Gate. Everything is available.
Just like to double check these things. Bedeketh would like to go for a little bit of a tidy up.
A little bit of a tidy up. What would a little bit of a tidy up cost you? Probably.
Gonna get a
I
little
don't want to
face-
know that question. Yeah,
little
please tell me
face
it's above the shoulders.
dancing.
I mean, that's to your imaginations, darlings.
I mean, I don't think. Blimey, tattoos. I was like, blimey, tattoos are expensive. Jesus.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
it's
no,
like
Yes,
she,
Raven.
Sherlock.
Yes,
almost
Raven.
like
Tattoos
real
are
life.
expensive, aren't they?
Whew.
I worked out how
Where
much
is
I've
it?
spent on my
Gone.
arms
There it is.
recently, and I was like, oh god.
It's actually cheaper to buy the materials to do it yourself.
Not the skill.
Can't buy
That's where
the
the
skill.
difference-
You haven't got the
Wow.
skill, but you could.
Yes, I did. I did have a moment the other day when I was looking at something. I was looking at some money, and I was like, "Where the fuck did that 700 quid I have in October go?" On my left arm. That's where that went.
Like, you very much still have it. It's just slightly transmorphed.
Yeah, I remember what I did with that £700. It's okay.
You
Yes,
turned it into pain and beauty.
I turned it into a lot of pain, and it's now beautiful. Sorry. Like call it, I don't know, 10 silver pieces for
Beautiful.
I don't think a barber's would be very expensive.
But-
Jewelers?
Facial, no, I'm kidding.
Jewelers? You looking for a bit of a bling up as well whilst you're there?
Nah, his armor's shiny enough.
His
Or it will
armor's
be.
shiny in
I love the
hell.
fact you're just aiming all the shops towards Vedeketh here.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, he has an agenda. Any other Vedeketh shopping requirements? So,
No, he's done now. He's good.
Okay.
He needs a drink now.
Fizz, you were after some cooking supplies.
I am.
So you've been wandering around the market whilst Vedeketh's been like.
Well,
shopping
yeah, I
for
went in,
underwear.
I followed him around, saw nothing that I took to fancy, left, and now I'm in, I guess, the wide.
Yeah, you're in the wide. You're in that wonderful. You ever been to
look-
Marrakesh? It's like that market in Marrakesh.
Do you know what? I was literally about to say, is it a bazaar?
It's a bazaar, like the one in yeah, like yeah.
It's
Somebody-
Very
bizarre.
bizarre.
Somebody was
It
talking
is.
to me about Morocco yesterday, and I've now
Oh, nice.
Morocco is a very, very beautiful country. Marrakesh is a very, very beautiful city. I don't want to visit there at the moment because they're really shit at LGBT.
Yeah, like
rights and
human
stuff.
rights.
Human rights.
Like,
But it is a very Marrakesh has got cats everywhere. There's just cats on every available surface. It's just cats everywhere. It's amazing.
Fizz is looking specifically for a spice tin.
A spice tin.
For a little bit of everything.
Oh, okay.
Up near when we went to Amber Dune Books, I actually bought cooking spices from a stall near there, if that helps.
You did. So
I'll come with you, actually, because I can point out where I got it from.
Yeah, okay. So you've gone in search of the spice place. How many spices are in your spice selection?
Let's say that I can always come across salt and pepper wherever we are, because I'm assuming it's quite common.
Yeah, you just tip it out of a bird or something. It's fine.
Yeah. I would like something a bit more exotic, like...
That's where you get salt from, isn't it? You just tip it
yeah.
out of a bird? Yeah.
Yeah. Or a little...
If you actually look at the bottom of the market produce, there is actually a list of spices.
Yeah, I
Yes,
was going to
yes, I
say, I want to get like a little tin with sections in it with a little bit of everything in it.
Okay.
So call it a number for
10,
a fancy
13,
tin.
14, 20, 30, 40. So it's about 40 copper pieces plus like a silver piece for the tin.
Okay. In that case, I would probably double the size. I'm not assuming it's double the price though. But
I mean, maybe just call the whole thing like 3 silver pieces.
okay, and I'll just make a thing called spice tin.
Spice tin.
I've
Okay.
actually just found a price for our bacon rolls.
Oh.
There is actually bacon stuffed bread on this list.
Hey! There we go. That's what they're being sold at. Brilliant.
Yep.
Or maybe you need to...
5 silver each.
It'll need to be the high value price because obviously yours have the maple syrup in them.
Oh, 8 silver then.
There you go.
Keep it twice the price.
Yeah.
I love the fact that under commoner is meat stick and the meat is in like inverted commas.
Kind of. Don't ask questions. Like,
Yeah.
Does it come
We're-
in a bun?
we're in cut me own throat Dibbler territory here.
I was about to say that there's a difference somewhere in Baldur's Gate.
Any... Oh. You can...
Did you need some cookware as well, Fizz?
Yeah, I do. As I was wondering if I could find like a portable, like a portable sized cooking utensil set that would
Like a-
easily fit in a backpack.
like
There
a
is cooking
camping
utensils on
set.
here. I saw it.
Yeah, like a camping
Like a
cook set.
camping cook set. And
Because I know there's mess
everything
kits. But
folds very satisfactorily inside everything else, and it all sits together. Yeah, I love camping.
Fizz,
there you go.
Hello.
Fizz, as you do all the cooking, can I get you the cooking utensils as a little thank you?
Oh, are you sure?
Aw.
Of course, because
Oh,
I very
thank
much
you.
appreciate that you do all the cooking for us.
1 gold.
1
Lovely.
gold.
Well,
There
I
we
will
go.
do that then. I will buy that.
Thank you.
1 gold for some cooking utensils.
I did see mess kit on here as well.
Yeah,
which
would that
you-
be
Oh,
under
and I'll
mess?
get what's the mess kit? How much is the mess kit? I'll get.
That's what I'm trying to find. I did see it on the list when I was going through it earlier, and I can't find it now.
Oops. Nope. Hang on. Mess kit is 2 silver pieces.
Ah, there we go.
Right. Well, I shall get that as well and hand them over.
Thank you. That is very lovely of you.
Oh, beautiful. Any other items for any other people? Anne, you were musing about specialist spell components.
Yes, I need 300 gold's worth of diamonds.
Okay.
Oh my god. So that's like 2 then.
Anne has you covered if you pass away unexpectedly, don't.
Yeah. There's only one problem. What happens if it's Sasha that falls over?
Yep, that's fine. So yeah, don't let Sasha die, because that would be a bad idea.
Just in
Any-
general.
Anybody got any other? Yeah, so I think what we agreed about spell components is I don't really give a shit about your bat guano and your bits of fluff and your I find spell components mostly quite boring. However, if it's a 200 gold piece diamond, yeah, you do need to do something about that.
Yeah, for something quite big and shiny, it makes sense that you've actually had to get.
Raven doesn't want to deal. Yeah, Raven doesn't want to deal with spell components. Does not extend to. Therefore, your resurrection spells and your revivify spells are essentially cost free.
Sasha, take 100 gold back. I'll give you 100 towards that.
Oh, thank you.
I don't really use much money because I live off the land, so. And if it's to keep some of us alive, I'm more than happy to donate that to it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I shall also give you 100 for that.
Oh, beautiful.
Because I almost was dead.
Just remember, we gave you the money. We're the first ones to get rezzed. Right.
Juniper's recent trauma is at the front of her mind.
Juniper's just flinging gold at you.
Please don't let me die.
How many more healing potions can we...
people want to donate to his splint mail? Because that will also help keep you all alive.
Yeah, but we let
I'm surprised you didn't go for a whip,
all...
personally, but...
We do let you loot all of the weapons, so I feel that's how we pay for that.
Yeah, and it balances out when you touch things off the wall that comes out and kills us.
Okay, fair enough.
You know.
And
I do still have 2 morning stars in my bag as well. Keeping hold of those for a while.
Okay.
I did rescue you from under a bookcase.
Oh my god.
You never know when you might need a morning star.
Never know when you might need a morning star, or indeed rescuing from under a bookcase. Anybody got anything else they need to sell?
I'm trying to remember where the healing kits were on here, so I thought I might buy one of those as well.
The most important part of Baldur's Gate 3 is the inventory management. Healing.
5 gold. I just found it.
There we go.
And I also want to buy a bunch of dried and preserved veggies and fruits.
To
make sure we balanced diet, which is not coffee in one hand and bacon in another hand.
I agree with Dan. Balanced diet.
Exactly.
No.
That's the fact. Galray and I have foraged like berries and like mushrooms and stuff. It hasn't just been coffee and bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, but also.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say for like a bunch of like dried, like preserved things in some way, let's just call that 5 silver pieces. That can be like as much as you need. Let's not worry too much about. Let's assume
you do have a bag of holding, remember?
Yeah, you've got a bag of holding, and also you bought Dave and the cart, so you can probably, we'll assuming you're stocking up. We'll assume that you've been so nice to Candlekeep that they now give you storage.
I may have bought a bag of carrots for Dave when no one's looking.
Nice.
Just a small bag.
Yeah, I also bought a signal whistle. That might be helpful.
Very good.
They knew we were coming. The price of coffee's on the list.
Coffee and bacon rolls. What is this?
Bacon rolls, and we were on the opposite. We had a flicker though.
Banian's had a hiccup.
I'm here.
You're there? Okay.
I'm here.
Exclaimed something about bacon rolls, but we don't know what it was.
Literally, bacon is on one side and literally opposite on the same line as the coffee.
Perfect. Well, there we go.
And Sasha will also get a good cake somewhere.
A good cake? Oh, well, was there a stall that had good cake? I sort of feel like I
think you described one when we were going around the first time as we were looking for Amberjune.
Because I bought that one and then I did the maple syrup and invented
invented maple cheesecake, and then we invented maple bacon.
I actually saw cheesecake down here too.
They have cheesecake.
Let's say a brilliant cake is 3 silver pieces. Like a top-notch, amazing cake.
And I'll eat it all.
Okay. Do you do this at the bar? So you've all gone back to the 3 cakes now, and you're just sitting eating the cake.
Yeah.
Great.
That sounds about right.
I like that. Owlbear steak and eggs. No.
Yeah, I just saw those.
Don't eat
Ooh.
Albert.
The one above it is where you can scare you. Salgin caviar. Now, knowing that Salgin are actually humanoid people, do you want to know where the caviar comes from?
Oh,
No, I don't want
no. There's some terrible things. Roasted bullywog legs. Oh, dear.
Tasha's hideous
Just
stew.
hideous stew. I don't like the sound of that either.
Um,
Oh, and the one above that, grave of small birds. Fucking hell.
yeah.
Yeah, this list of common meals is really a thing.
Uncommon.
I also like further up. There's a thing that says "adventurers steak," and "adventurers" is in like scare quotes.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
is it adventurers? Or
Is it for adventurers?
Or adventurers are
Of
made of
adventurers.
adventurers. I
mean,
I
I think we all know the answer to that, don't
yeah,
we?
let's not.
Yeah.
I like to think that Baldur's Gate is slightly more classy than to be serving your.
Have you been
deceased
outside the
colleagues
walls?
To you. But we're not outside the walls. We're in Baldur's Gate. Let's assume. Oh God, bacon and owlbear eggs. I guess the eggs is okay. I guess you can eat I mean, if you want to tackle an owlbear and steal their eggs, then that's kind of up to you. I just don't think.
I'm not
I
that
don't-
bold.
I don't think
The
you should be
sandwich shop has
eating-
hit Baldur's Gate, by the way. You can buy ham and cheese on rye.
Oh, delightful.
Specifically on rye.
On rye. It even specifies rye bread.
Okay. What is anything else that anybody needs before we get into? Yeah, anybody want a like 8,000 gold tattoo?
I mean, do you know what? I was
I'm saving
tempted,
up,
but,
obviously.
You do
I
realise.
would like a 25,000 gold warship. I'm a bit short of that.
Yeah.
However,
When it comes to tattoos, it'd cost you 200 gold for the ink, 70 for the kit, and then it must be cheaper to get someone to teach you how to do it than it is to pay 8,000 to get someone to do it on you.
Look, tattooing people is an extremely skilled art.
Yes.
And you need a lot of
Artistic
natural skill before you start putting needles in
Yeah.
people.
Roll a 1 and your tattoo skill just doesn't
Yeah,
bear imaging,
no,
really, does it?
Let's just not. Let's
Yeah,
just
we've
not.
all seen those pictures on the internet.
Yeah.
No.
The
no.
oldie internet.
Any potions or anything like that? You've picked up one heal potion.
I'll donate money for another one for someone else to have that
Okay.
feels like they could use it more than I can.
50 gold pieces for healing potions.
so just going slightly back to the things for Dave. So there's a little note in the pack and drawn vehicles section of a carriage.
Yeah, there is.
What sort of flavor of carriage is that? Is it like a stagecoach? Is it like a Romany traveller style?
I think
caravan.
Why have I
think
got images of Cinderella's carriage being pulled by a mule?
I think a caravan would be about halfway between a cart and a carriage. I think the carriage, like 100 gold pieces, is quite a lot of money. So I think that would be like a stagecoach, like a town carriage.
Okay, so
If you
I
wanted
wanted to,
more of a like gypsy caravan type thing, I think that would probably be about 50 gold pieces.
can I get one? How much will one be big enough for all of us to fit in?
I mean, I think all of you could
Like a
sit.
cozy
So like
one.
a gypsy carriage. That's because that's basically like a covered cart, isn't it? Like a small gypsy carriage. Yeah,
You're
I think
thinking like a Romany style,
like a
sort of.
Romany style one.
Yeah, like the wooden
Oh.
ones,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like not
delightful.
fabric
it's-
ones, like a wooden one.
yeah, so it's like a wooden one. Is it going to be? Yeah, no, you can pull that with one pony. You can pull it with one wheel. It'll be alright. I think 50 gold pieces.
Cool. And does that come with all like the bed and stuff in it, and it's all comfortable? Or do I have
I
to
mean,
pay
I
extra
think
for that?
it has I think it has comfy seats all around. I don't think it's got beds because
Yeah,
You know,
perfect.
you're not going to get 6 beds in it, are you? But I think it
No,
has
no,
like
no.
cushioned seats and some windows on the side.
And some
and-
cupboards.
Yeah, some cupboards,
Yeah,
some storage.
Beautiful. I'll
Sure.
I'll have one of those, please.
Okay, so Dave's had a glow up.
Yeah.
And he's got a blingy Romany gypsy.
Best bit is we're only
carriage.
borrowing Dave, yet we've just bought a cart. So if we ever get
No,
told
I
we can't
still-
have
Oh, I
Dave
think-
anymore,
I think
I think
Dave's
Dave's
yours.
ours.
Yeah, I
Our
think
Dave
friend
loves
now.
those.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Dave's yours now. I think that's okay.
I
And
never
if they say anything, I'll have to have a word.
I never want to learn speak with
In the
animals to
bathhouse.
find out the truth of what Dave really thinks about us.
Oh, well, I'm sure I've been having conversations.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take another 50
Keep
gold
the shiny
off.
one away from me, please.
I mean, that's
Oh, we're
pretty.
pals.
No, Dave's quite chill. Dave's been like because don't you remember after a slight towel incident, I went to hang out with Dave for a bit.
Yeah.
So
And Veggie
Dave,
hang out with Dave in his cemetery.
yeah.
But that's
well,
bonding.
So Dave's chill with us as long as we don't let anything eat him. He's pretty chill.
I'd like to think Dave is so chill he sounds like a stoner when you talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I don't care, man.
Like if Dave was a human, Dave would want to be surfing.
Yeah, long blonde hair,
absolutely.
tanned, and
So we've basically just got him a surfing van we've just bought.
oh my
Oh
god,
yeah,
we
absolutely.
have,
It says
yeah.
mystery machine up the side.
Hey!
Oh my god, Dave is Shaggy.
Dave is Shaggy.
Oh my
/
goodness.
Scooby. He's like a combination of Shaggy and Scooby.
Wow. Okay.
So what are you? Are you Fred or Daphne?
Uh-oh.
Daphne, obviously.
Obviously.
Duh. Maybe like some kind of Fred Daphne middle ground.
Okay.
Like the male version of Daphne. There we go.
Okay. All right.
I'll ask around for magical warhammer just to
A
try it. Like
magical
+1.
+1. Ooh, 400 gold.
Oh,
So that's all my gold. Maybe not.
They're not so common for some reason, the magical warhammers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy it. I want
Hey! What?
No one die.
Yeah.
What people dying?
Okay. A magical warhammer. So you've wandered back to the blacksmith shop. He really thinks his luck is fucking in today, I tell you.
he's having a great. He's going home early and going down the pub.
Well,
He
no,
is.
Yeah.
see, the blacksmith was closing, and then he saw us come back, and he just rapidly reopened.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, he had a sort of startled moment where he saw Vedeketh coming around the corner and was like, "Oh no, God, can I really cope with any more of that?" And then saw that Sasha was in front and was like, "Oh, maybe it'll be alright." Okay, +1 Warhammer. Any other requirements in Baldur's Gate for your exciting shopping adventures?
I mean, while we're looking at +1s, does he have any +1 malls?
Does he have any
I wonder
+1
where you were
rolls?
going with
Okay.
Here's my
Find
friend.
out.
Here's my +1.
That was another 400.
Yeah, to rip off that. It's not worth that much.
I wonder what rings of protection would come under.
Oh, gold.
There was a jewelry section.
Yeah, it just says jewelry, doesn't it?
You're lucky.
That'd be under like Arcana.
Oh my
section.
God, are you serious?
Yeah.
Price range.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah.
It does.
Like
well,
when the
so-
tradesman goes,
Sane prices, so this website tells me, is 3,500 gold.
So I can buy a magical bow for 100. A small ring is going to cost me that much. Wow.
Probably got some sort of like super like rare gem in it. That's
I mean,
the
no,
only
just
thing
plus,
that's
just +1 to AC. I don't know. Yeah, estimated value.
'Cause
According
it
to
depends on what you
Xanathar's, is
whether you count it as common, uncommon, or anything like that, isn't it?
It's classified as rare,
Yeah, it's
which is
classified as rare.
That's why.
yeah, they're
which doesn't make
classified
much
as rare.
sense. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, so
because I
Xanathar's-
think, well, sorry, +1 shield is uncommon, which would
Yeah.
give you the same as ring
A
of
ring.
protection.
Yeah, Ring of Protection is classified as a rare item, so it's
well.
whereas
In that case, I will walk away very quickly and make some comment about,
yeah.
Oh, look, there's a shoplifter going that way, and quickly go the other way.
Yeah, I don't know why they're rare, and I guess +1 weapons are just more common in the world for whatever reason. Any other Any other shopping requirements?
Hold on.
Anybody else got any other shopping requirements? Has everybody sold everything they want to sell?
Oh, I just I have fulfilled the thing I wanted to. Not having anything I could do if all my spells were being a bit shit. So crossbow gives me another option to be a bit rubbish.
Okay. So we've all got weapons, we've all got ammo. Dave's had a big bling up.
I think Dave's the big winner in this.
Yeah. Dave is the big... Well, he might not, because this new carriage is a bit heavier than the other one. So...
surely Dave's leveled up a bit by now.
Yeah, you take the cart back to Dave. So Dave's had a nice time with his cart, because mostly you've not been sitting in it too much and a couple of you have been walking. And you've come back with this like wonderful blingy kind of Romany carriage. And his initial reaction was a bit like, oh, what? But actually you've a bag of carrots was produced and some additional food. And he's consented to pull your Romany carriage.
I'd like to think because it's the wagon, it's probably a bit more padded, the thing, so it's not, it's a bit easier for him to pull.
It's got a better quality
suspension.
of harness on it, and he's fine. He was a bit surprised, but he's fine. And so you've come back, and here you are back at Candlekeep.
I'd love to look the reaction on their face. We go off with a wagon and come back with Gypsy Caravan.
Oh,
Dave in his studded armour.
Dave in studded armour.
Did you sell the carriage? You presumably sold the cart.
Oh, yes.
So that probably got you about 10 gold back. So
You mean
probably...
the cart that wasn't actually ours? Oops.
Shush.
I mean,
It was Dave's, and we sold it for Dave. And
Yeah.
Dave...
Yeah,
We sold it for Dave, and Dave's got some
traded it in.
now.
So call it 2 gold pieces each, unless somebody at Candlekeep notices that you sold their cart.
We traded it in, one previous owner.
Yeah, okay.
Some adventuring wear and tear.
Some wear and tear, okay. So here you are, you're back at Candlekeep. What are you doing? Are you going to the pub? Or are you going to the or are you going to the bathhouse? Or are you going to, like, have we got some corruption?
Are you going to find your acolyte to show off your underwear too?
Oh yeah, you've got new underwear to show off. So.
Oh, God,
I'll show that up in the pub. Don't you worry.
I'd go back outside.
Liz would like to actually go and do some studying.
Oh, okay.
Just to change it
just,
entirely.
yeah, so like Vedicus.
What sort of adventurer are you?
So Vedicus walked into the pub, and the barkeep's like, "Oh, welcome back, friends." And Vedicus like, "Oh my god, look at this amazing new underwear that I've got." At which point the rest of you are like, "Oh god."
At which point Fizz is just like, "I'm actually going to and go this
And
way."
then it's like, it's even got studs on the side and everything.
On the side? I thought they'd be on the inside for you.
Okay.
Adam.
So the barkeep is feigning polite interest in this new direction of conversation. It is a bit unsure what to do because obviously you are. Generally speaking, people bearing their underwear in the bar would be a sort of like you can leave now situation, but you're the prized heroes of Candlekeep at the moment, so
I think it doesn't help the fact the rest of us all just walked off.
Yeah, exactly. So the barkeep's just like not sure what to do. Fizz, you've gone to do some studying. What are you studying?
I'd like to go and find a part of Candlekeep that has spells and spell books.
Oh, okay. So you find an acolyte. An acolyte is very happy to help you with what you're looking for. Calls up one of those. Calls up one of them their magical rooms. You'll remember those extra dimensional spaces.
that thing.
Do you want someone with you just in case?
I think I'll be all right this time. I hope.
And what are you learning some new spells?
I would like to at least attempt to maybe make copies for my spell book and put some spells in it.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, you go down the acolyte. It calls up an extra dimensional room. You have a conversation about which books you want. The acolyte goes and finds them for you. And then obviously anything that you're satisfied with, you can go to the house of the binder and they will do the copies for you. That's their job.
And can I keep it a secret until we next have a combat?
Yeah. We don't need to don't need to discuss what they are. You've gone off into your extra dimensional space. What happens in your extra dimensional space?
It stays there
between you and your acolyte. Nobody needs to know. So yes,
have you been taking lessons off Vedeketh?
How to get what I want.
I mean, Vedeketh
no, your acolyte in his extra dimensional space.
Oh right, yeah, right. No, I'm actually no.
Maybe,
But for all
no.
intents and purposes, I think Fizz is ace. So just absolutely no desire or inclination at all. It's like, oh, okay.
The acolyte is relieved that this is genuinely a scholarly conversation about scholarly things. Because I imagine the acolytes, for the most part, are also,
they've heard tales of Vedeketh.
Yeah, they've probably heard tales.
I've heard of Vedeketh's tale.
And he's now showing his underwear up in the bar.
I think we just lost Anne.
Yeah, sorry, Anne. And Vedeketh is now showing his underwear off in the bar. So,
At which point, I'm going to go and ask about books on goblinoids because I'd like to try and learn some of their language.
Okay, so so they offer you an extra dimensional space.
Can I read it out there?
The acolyte smiles and nods and obviously understands and brings you the book outside in a secluded courtyard somewhere.
This is me planning ahead because my next favourite enemy is going to be goblinoids and you can learn the language. So planning ahead.
All right. Anybody got any Candlekeep based learning to do? Or indeed some Candlekeep based showing off your underwear and then fucking some acolytes in the bathroom.
Whoa! That never happened. There's no proof. No, you can't. You can't. You can't.
Were there cameras there?
What happens in the bathroom stays in the bathroom.
I mean,
until the acolytes get to the acolyte room and we'll have a little chin wag with each.
Yeah, who knows? Anybody got? So what business? Anybody else got any business to attend to at Candlekeep?
I bet he's just going to have a drink.
Having shown off his underwear to the whole bar, he's now just
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a pint. Okay.
Yeah, he was just proud of his new threads.
Sasha,
It's the fact that he showed off his underwear and then starts drinking.
Sasha, what did you do when your sibling started showing off his underwear to the bar?
I think Sasha would look at him, give him a side eye, and judge, the whole presentation and all the new shiny stuff, and then they would realize that the hair is all messy and overgrown, and to fix it, they would go outside, take out a dagger, and just make it even more messy, but shorter, and that's their version of getting fancy.
Okay. So you're sort of in the garden somewhere.
Yeah.
Attending to some personal hygiene or personal appearance things in a slightly less refined way, and without showing your underwear to the whole bar. Great. Juniper, what are you doing?
I'm just having a nice pootle around in outside. We've just gone from being trapped in a basement and then going to a big city, so I'm just sort of reveling in a bit of outside wandering.
Okay. So Juniper, whilst you're wandering around outside, a half elf wanders towards you and says, "Hi. Can you're one of the adventurers. You're one of the Candlekeep adventurers, aren't you?"
Yes, I am. Do you like the fireflies?
Oh, I love them. They're amazing. I've loved seeing them all over the place. They're so great. I can't believe they were keeping them in I can't believe they were keeping them in that cellar like that. That's terrible.
No, right? Anyway, what can I do for you?
My friend's gone missing.
Oh no!
My friend's gone missing, and I was hoping that you'd be able to help me. That the adventurers would be able to help me.
Oh goodness! How long have they been missing for?
I last saw them 2 days ago. Their name isn't River. Get off the table.
That's an unusual name. Is
Are they
that
a tabaxi?
their official name? Do they go by something a bit more casual?
Yeah, so they usually go by Fulthrax.
Fulthrax?
Fulthrax. And they're a dwarf. And they're a really good friend of mine. They've been really depressed. And they found this book that they felt was like really empowering, and it was really, really helping them. But I don't know what's happened to them. They said they were going to go and look at the book, and now they're missing. And I don't want to I don't want to alarm the acolytes, but I don't know where they've gone. And I really hoped that the adventurers would be able to help. But I'm a bit nervous. This is why I've come and found you. I see you're on your own, so I've just come to find you at the moment to see if you might help us.
I think that sounds like the sort of... Doesn't involve going in any cellars, does it?
She looks a bit confused and also a bit like, well, I don't know where Fulthrax... I mean, Fulthrax might be in a cellar. I don't think I can... I mean, it doesn't immediately involve going in any cellars, but I don't know that I can promise that there will be no cellars.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I've just one of my friends has a bit of a thing about cellars, so
Okay.
at least if we're not starting in a cellar, that would be fine.
There's no need to start in a cellar. I can take you to the book. I can take you to the book if you like, that my friend liked.
Oh, so the book's still here?
Well, I think so. I think so. Because if the book wasn't here, the acolytes would have noticed. I mean, they're quite,
Yeah, they are a bit hot on that sort of
they're
stuff.
a bit hot
aren't
on the books, except when they're except when they're weirdly not. But most of the time they're quite hot on their books. So I think if the book had gone missing, they would have noticed. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, would it be alright if I go and round up the rest of the team? Because it seems like the sort of thing we should probably... Or would you just like me to come along and just have a look at the book?
No, you can. If you think your friends would help me, I'm just. I don't want to impose on anyone.
It's absolutely not an imposition. Don't you worry. Hang on a second.
I've got this image now that is could you do it subtly without causing issue? You're now going into full Ghostbusters mode. We got a job!
Actually, what I've done is I've put my 2 fingers in my mouth and whistled.
I like that you think...
At which point we've all appeared from different directions.
And you've all just appeared.
Can you summon everyone by whistling? Is that a
Yes,
thing?
I can.
Okay.
Yes, that's a thing I can do. I've decided.
And how does everybody else feel about this decision? I feel like you would summon everybody apart from possibly Vedicat.
I have to do a slightly different whistle to summon Vedicat.
Is it a wolf whistle?
I was about to say lupine.
Yeah, a little bit more lupine of a whistle when we'll summon Vedi.
Okay.
And he's like,
You're like,
the
sound of my people.
Puts his pants back on and he comes running outside.
I'm so glad you did it in that order.
Very pleased he put his pants back on. I think
I'd run with his pants by his knees, he'd fall over.
No, very undignified.
Exactly.
Okay. But I'm glad we've established that Vedicat is fully clothed.
If they ever
and
make an animated special of this, I've just got images of what's going to happen.
And does he emerge with a bewildered and confused looking acolyte, or is...
No. He recognises the call.
Okay. All right.
But it's on some deep, kind of almost genetic level.
Okay. All right.
Hey, folks. Vedi, I see you've stopped showing off your undies. Excellent. This is...
The half-elf is like, I'm sorry, what? Like...
Oh, I never got your name before I started whistling everybody. Sorry. Hello.
Loris. My name is Loris.
Loris. Hi, everybody. This is Loris. Loris has a friend who is a dwarf called Fulthrax, who's gone missing after like reading a book and being a bit depressed.
Yeah.
And it sort of sounded like something that we could probably help with. And there's no need to go in any cellars as far as we know.
Thank you for that.
And I just smile at them. I'm just like really pleased because I've given them the information.
And Loris is looking super nervous, like, she's a half elf, and she just looks like, so she's quite tall because half elves are quite tall, but she just looks like she's super nervous and super anxious.
I'm sure your friend is okay. We'll find them for you.
Oh, yeah, he's a very dear friend. I can take you to the book. Would it help if I took you to the book?
It'd be a good start.
It would probably help if I took you to the book. And she shoots off in a direction.
Waiting for us might help.
She just shoots off, so catch up all day. So she takes you into one of the kind of...
Because I've got tracking.
She takes you into one of the like sort of outer sections of the library. So this section of the library is kind of general books. It's not like a restricted section or anything. And she rifles through some shelves, and the acolytes obviously know her. In fact, you think she might be an acolyte, but maybe just like a low-level one. So people smile and nod at her, and obviously they wave at you because you're becoming quite well known in Candlekeep these days. So there's lots of smiling and waving at you. And you can hear kind of comments about, oh, that's the group of adventurers that's been helping us with all the things.
It's the fact we've gained a name now. We're now the Adventurers of Candlekeep.
Candlekeep Adventurers. If you'd like to come up with something better, then you're obviously free to do so.
I think the Defenders of Dave are the perfect name, really. But you know,
I mean, you can try and make it stick. So, as she's looking for the book, she tells you that that she last saw Fulthrax like 2 nights ago, and that he's this particular book, and she's rifling through a shelf as she's looking for it. She says this particular book has really been improving his self-esteem. It's been giving him lots of tips about kind of meditation and wellness. And she saw him a couple of days ago, and he said that he was going to look for the book because he was feeling particularly sad. And then he didn't come back to his quarters, and she hasn't seen him since. And when she gets to the end of this explanation, she pulls book off the shelf and she hands to you, Juniper. It's a book that's bound in a soft green leather cover. It's called The Price of Beauty. It's 8 inches wide and 14 inches tall. So 14 inches, that's like, it's quite a big book.
A big book to give me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so
that's about the same size as Juniper.
Yeah, exactly. So she's a half elf, so she's pulled it off the thing and just handed it to you.
But I'm just going to hand it over to Galray. Just looking at the elf as if to say, what the actual fuck?
And she sort of looks a bit like terrified and a bit like, oh no, like she's now got real like, oh shit, I fucked up energy. Like,
don't worry, don't worry, it's all right. That's why there's several of us.
Set into the cover of the book is a polished mirror with a delicate gold frame around it.
Well, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know about anybody else.
Gary, you're holding the book. What happened? What are you doing?
Open the book carefully. We've been here before.
Do we want to try detecting magic on the book before?
Yes, maybe a good idea first. Would you like to?
Who's detecting magic?
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, and that just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, I believe it just happens. Let's double check it happens. Yes. 30 feet around me, faint aura, and I'll learn its school of magic.
Okay. You're in Candlekeep Library. Fucking everything lights up like a fucking Christmas tree. Everything is magic.
It lights up like a room full of fireflies.
So I try and hold myself into just looking at the book. What's the book doing?
It's definitely magical.
Okay. Do I get anything more than just magical?
Oh my god. What are the schools of magic? It doesn't say in the thing. It's
Evocation, illusion,
sorry.
conjuration.
They're fucking.
Necromancy.
If it's necromancy, I'm worried.
The book is enchanted. The book is definitely enchanted. Everything around here is magical as fuck. The book is magical as fuck. There's loads of magic. Fucking everywhere.
Bow on my back.
I like you can't detect magic, and then you've kind of got a bit like whoa, like you're staring at the, like you're suddenly staring at the sun, like whoa, and everyone's like, "Are you alright, Juniper?" It's like, what's going on over here?
Hold
like,
on, I'm just gonna try and focus a bit.
I need to put my magical
some dark
sunglasses
glasses.
on. Yeah.
I literally just put my hands around like.
Yeah.
So yeah, does it indicate any particular school or just that it is magical?
I mean, the book is definitely enchanted, but it's yeah.
Okay,
You're-
well,
you're not
unsurprisingly, the book's enchanted, folks. Yep, I'm just going to suggest that nobody looks in the mirror on the front of this book.
I hadn't made any attempt to. And I'm also making sure it's not aiming at anybody.
I was going to say, make sure that Vedi can't see it.
That's why I'm being very careful how I'm holding it.
I know.
I mean, if there's anyone here that knows about the price of beauty,
You
know what I
just-
mean.
I just go
Modesty.
I just go over to Vedi and I'm like, Vedi, please do not look in the mirror on the front of this book. Just this mirror.
Why don't I just have a quick read?
Okay.
I'm actually going to reach into my pack, pull out a piece of cloth, and wrap it over the front cover,
Okay.
and also tuck it in so we can open the book up without the cloth falling off. So I'm sort of like
Excellent.
covering the book up, the mirror up.
Yeah.
Sasha goes, wait, there's a mirror? I just cut my hair. I want to see. And I tend to pull
okay,
the fabric away.
Right, holding
Okay.
back both siblings.
Okay.
Nobody's looking in the mirror.
So so Sasha and Vediketh are attempting to look in the mirror, and
Maybe he just wants to read the book.
because Vediketh likes reading books now. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he's got some really cool stuff from one book. Maybe there's more cool stuff in this
He's
one.
learning
Merlin
he's learning about the joy of
Definitely wants to
learning.
read the book.
Merlin's like, show me the mirror.
Show me the mirror. Sasha, are you making a serious grab for the book?
Yeah.
Can I give you? Can I get some opposed dexterity rolls? So Sasha's going to grab for the book, and Galray's going to attempt to
Hold on to it.
hold on to it.
19.
Yeah. A 19.
21.
Oh my god!
I saw the 21 come up over here and I was like,
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
god. Okay, alright. So,
I do have an 18 dexterity.
Sasha makes a grab for the book, but Galray whoops it away. What are you doing with it? Are you looking inside the book? What are you doing with it? You've covered the book up. You've swatted Sasha away.
I will put it down and open the book so the mirror is obviously face down,
Okay.
so we can then see inside the cover.
The book is filled with beautiful illustrations of woodland scenes and art and jewelry, and there's like a beautiful handwritten text that accompanies the illustrations. They're short prayers or meditations, talking about self-worth and techniques for massage and healing. Like, it genuinely seems like
We've just
Like
found
a
a self-help book, haven't we?
beautiful self-help book.
It's gonna sound very, very weird. I'm flicking to the back of the book
Oh, well, on the
to
last...
see what the last illustration is.
On the last page of the book, there is an inscription by the author. Now, the author is Silvery Silversong, and the inscription says, "A mirror is a gateway to happiness, truth, and to accepting ourselves."
Ugh. Just vomiting in the corner.
Right.
Just saccharine.
One thing I would like to point out: there is no picture of a dwarf, so we know he wasn't swallowed by the book. Knowing our track record, it could have been possible.
Oh yeah.
However, that inscription, the mirror is a gateway. Anybody else got the weirdest thought going through their head at the moment?
Oh, you
No-
mean like
knowing-
that whole thing with books and stuff? Yeah.
Yep.
like, let's look at the mirror.
What was that inscription again, please?
A mirror is a gateway to happiness, truth, and to accepting ourselves.
And what was Fullfax trying to do?
Well, they were
Find
feeling
happiness.
depressed, weren't they? And
They
trying
were
to
feeling
find-
depressed and were feeling better about themselves.
Yeah.
Well, so Loris says, as you're sort of having this conversation, that the book made them feel better. That when she last saw Volthrax, he was in a particularly sad mood, and that he'd said he was going to go and hang out with the book for a bit because the book was making him feel better. So Loris is like looking through these illustrations and reading these things, and is like, oh yeah, he talked about meditation, he talked about self-worth, he talked about he talked about the book making him feel better, but she's sort of looking confused, like, I mean, this is all very nice, but he's not here. Yeah.
Loris, do you know why he was so sad and depressed? Had something happened that had caused all of this?
Oh, he's just, it's a hard life being an acolyte in Candlekeep. We're very, we've only just got here, we're quite low level. We've got a lot of learning to do and a lot of, we've just, like, we're studying really hard, but it's quite challenging.
Sort of
We're
stressed
just, yeah, we just, he was missing his family. He only got here quite recently.
Okay.
I take it he was already feeling unhappy before he found the book.
Yes. He was,
Yeah.
he found the book because he was searching, he was trying to find solace in the library when he found the book. Oh, River's literally just stuck her nose right into the camera. Sorry, chat room.
We got booped by a cat.
We got booped by the kitten. Yeah, he was feeling stressed, and he went to find solace in the library to try and remember why he'd come to Candlekeep and why he wanted to be an acolyte. And that was when he found the book, and he said that it really spoke to him, and that he really found solace in what it had to say. And she's sort of flicking through the the meditation guidance and the words and the scenes in the book.
Is she doing it absent-mindedly, or does she
just,
without even thinking? She's just flicking through it
she's
without.
Just sort of, no, she's kind of curious. Like, she's flicking through it as if she's curious to see what her friend found in the book.
So it's not as though, without thinking, she's turning to certain things. It's more curiosity.
It doesn't seem to be.
Like a nervous reaction more than anything.
Yeah, I'm not saying we've got a track record when it comes to books in this place, but we're automatically assuming the book has done something.
I mean, you're at Candlekeep, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but that doesn't mean it did anything like evil. Obviously, he's missing, but
No.
maybe it took him to a beautiful place.
She says he found the book very, very comforting. Like, he found the book very, very, like, it had a very positive effect on his life.
Loris, I take it you have checked with the gates and made sure he's not left Candlekeep.
Yes, of course.
So he hasn't left the premises. He is missing somewhere on site.
As far as we understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Missing person's case.
In the mirror.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just.
I think we're going to have to.
Did I mention we should look in the mirror?
Are you attempting to take the book from Galray in order?
No. I'm just being, insistent.
Okay.
No, I mean, I think Vedi. I mean, I know Vedi loves a mirror, but I think Vedi, and I think this is probably the next.
We need to make sure. What if it's the mirror that has done something? The last thing we want is one of you looking in the mirror, and then we're looking for two people.
Well, why don't we take this lovely length of hempen rope from my backpack?
You know what? I would
tie it round my arm. So I've got
Is Vedekith asking us to time up again?
Yeah.
I mean, and then attach it to, like, I don't know. You all hold on to the end, and then I have a quick peek at the mirror.
We'll
quick
just
peek.
anchor it to Dave.
What?
I thought it was just the
can't
acolytes
do
watching
Dave.
us going, what are they doing this
I'm
time?
We can't risk
like,
it.
Why don't we?
I'm
Why don't
just
we
going to
anchor
point
it
out
to
that
something?
you are inside the library. Dave is in the stables. Okay, you don't.
Why don't we
Dave
anchor it
is
to
much
the-
loved, but the acolytes don't like ponies or indeed mules
That's
inside
fair.
the library.
Then we'll tie it to a bookcase.
We should tie it to something
Oh,
like that isn't a person, something like big, like the building or something.
Like a bookcase.
Not a bookcase.
Oh.
Like a
Not a big, nice wooden oak
not a
bookcase.
bookcase. We've had trouble with bookcases, like
Is there,
Um,
actual part of
very,
the building.
very insensitive, small ones. Very insensitive.
Yeah.
is there a stone table?
Yeah, like a stone table or a pediment or something.
Loris,
Or a pillar.
yeah, Loris
Pillar would
is.
do.
We are doing this for a reason, Loris, just to let you know.
Loris
This
looks
isn't
confused.
weirdness.
I mean, everything's weirdness. This is Candlekeep.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah, so Loris says, oh, okay, so she brings you to a room like round a corner that's not an extra dimensional space, but it's a little bit kind of secluded from the rest of it. Like it's like an ordinary study room. And it has a stone pillar as part of the way that it's secluded. So there's a stone pillar and there's a table so you can all stand around the table. And there is, you can anchor yourself
I
to the
will
board.
explain to Loris the reason we're doing it is we've had experiences through Candlekeep of people being sucked into books or opening portals. So we
yes,
just want to
I
make
know.
sure the book hasn't got something to do with it.
Yes, I know. That's why I came to you. So yeah, she's fine to help you do that.
So what was the last passage again? Just read it out to me.
It
Holding the book.
says, a mirror is a gateway to happiness, truth, and to accepting ourselves.
Okay, I got it.
You're
So-
thinking it's a phrase to use to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk
I
me
go
through
back to our first meeting with a book which had the phrase in it.
what. Okay, so you've tied yourself to the building.
I am attached.
Right. I'm holding the book mirror down. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, go.
Hold it up, mirror towards him.
Okay.
And Vedeketh looks in the mirror. Goes, bloody hell, I am stunning today. Anyway,
A soft voice says to you, "Well met, dearest one. How are we feeling today?"
oh, pretty good actually. Especially when I look like this.
You are extremely beautiful.
I know. he's not, he's not going to be modest as Vedeketh.
Would you like to change your appearance?
Why? Why would I do that?
You are extremely beautiful.
Exactly. So I'll keep looking like this.
Would you not like to try a different hair color? And as you're looking in the mirror, your hair color darkens slightly and you see it reflected at you in the mirror.
Ooh.
You're looking at a mobile character creation screen. We could be here for hours.
I mean, this is again, Vedeketh. What about if I changed my eye colour?
Your eye color changes to whatever you would desire.
And what about if I made myself a little bit taller?
He wishes he was a baller, yeah.
Struggles with this slightly because it's just looking at your face in the mirror, right? So it's sort of
Your face lengthens.
slightly lengthens things, but
Yeah, no, go back a step.
it acquiesces to your request.
So, call me cynical. What's the cost?
Hello, cynical.
I do not
What do you-
understand your request.
What do you require to perform this change?
I simply show you what you would like to see.
Okay. Mirror, mirror on the book. Who's the next one that I'll?
Oh,
I-
you could have gone with something much more twee than that.
I do not understand your request.
Bad command or file name.
I was going to say, is
Yeah,
there some form of Siri in a book?
Alexa.
I take it we can all hear the voice.
Yeah.
And we've seen the change. Lois?
You can see the change. It's only on the mirror that the change happens.
Yeah, but we can hear the voice.
You can hear the voice.
Lois, did you ever see any physical changes to
No.
Fulthrax?
Fulthrax.
Fulthrax, sorry. I misread my own writing.
No, not at all.
Was he self-conscious about anything?
I mean, he was very sad. He was very sad.
About
a lot
just
of
being away, or a lot of things. Okay.
I mean,
so
This is a hard life. It's tough. He'd just come here. He was the first time away from his family. He was missing everyone. He was very depressed.
maybe he didn't want to be himself anymore.
I don't know.
Mirror, mirror on the book. What is the extent of your
Person.
ability?
What is what? Sorry.
The extent of your ability.
I do not understand your request.
Oh, bloody
You
hell.
know Fulthrax.
Let's.
I do not understand your request.
I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna cast. Could I get a description from Loris about like a general vibe of what Falthrax looked like?
So Fulthrax is a dwarf. Yeah, she can give you a kind of general description of what
Okay.
he looked like.
I think this might work for the fact that it's a mirror, and I'm gonna cast Disguise Self
Okay.
and attempt to look like the description that I was given.
Okay. And are you going to look into the mirror?
Yes, I am.
So the mirror says, well met, dearest one. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling a bit down and out, really. Feel a bit depressed.
Oh.
While Fizz is doing this, I am tying some rope around.
Frantic
just
activity.
sneakily
Yeah, I'm
get into the
frantically,
ankle.
like without looking in the mirror, I'm frantically
It's like
tying
on the
rope.
floor, on the ankles.
Yeah.
Double ankles, all done.
Roll me a d20.
This is going to get us a reputation, you
Roll
know.
me a d20 plus your dexterity to see how
Okay.
good.
Oh, I haven't got any dexterity.
Right, okay, well, roll me a d20 to see how effectively you truss up somebody.
You know, Vedicus got a reputation for things. We're all going to, they're tying each other up all the time. What are they like?
I mean, he just showed his underwear to the whole bar.
19!
19! Okay, so you successfully managed to get a rope round Fizz's middle and tie them to the pillar, and yeah.
I'm sort of just shuffling, going, I feel a bit sad. Oh.
And I move and stand behind Fizz and just like gently hold their shoulder.
Oh, the shoulders.
Okay. The book says, oh, I'm sorry to hear this. If rest, relaxation, or transformation is what you desire, then follow the lilies, dearest one.
Oh, relaxation sounds lovely.
I'm sure Silvery will see to your needs. And a portal opens in front of you.
What does it look like?
Here we go
Portal.
again.
What does the portal look like?
It's 5 foot wide and 7 foot high, and it's a portal. Through the haze of the portal, you can see what looks like a sort of woodland trail leading off into a really idyllic looking distance. And indeed, you can see sculpted stone lilies down this path.
And it's real. Like it's or is it like it's something obviously not right about it? Does it just look like a place?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, I just rolled off a 19. That sucks. 12.
I mean, it looks like a portal. It looks like every other portal you've ever seen in your portaling.
I turn to
existence.
everyone else and I say,
Before we go
"Joy,
any further, Loris,
Loris is like,
was this
fuck. Like,
was
Loris
this
is
book
looking, like, Loris's
found on the
eyes-
floor?
Oh, that's a
Loris's
good
eyes
question.
are like, fucking hell.
Was
She's
this book found
like,
on the floor? Can you find out if the book was left on the floor?
I don't. What? No, it was on the shelf. I just found it on the shelf.
Yeah. Yes, you did. But if
Oh,
this
but
portal
had
was
someone
opened,
found it first?
Oh,
Yeah.
has someone put it back on the shelf? Because
Yeah,
if this
alright.
book was just on the floor,
Okay.
That's
Full
a good
Facts could have
point.
gone through a portal.
Okay. Good question. And she runs off in the direction of a sort of help desk. I assume Candlekeep is like all libraries, and there is a help desk.
They're all going shh to people.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a guy I
I did
follow
a check
on.
on the portal.
There's a guy I follow on. There's a librarian I follow on TikTok who's just really completely delightful, and I like to imagine that it's him behind the help desk. Yeah, so
You
You mean
she's-
you're following
she's-
two librarians?
I mean, I follow her. Like,
Hello,
to be honest,
Anne.
TikTok has started. TikTok has not TikTok. Instagram has started serving me librarian content. Maybe
Serving you librarians. It's like, here, have another one.
Librarian
librarian.
content.
yeah. It also serves me a lot of cat content. That's probably less.
So next is
mysterious.
gin, and then
Yeah.
it's Warcraft.
Or
Yeah.
a cat in a library.
A cat in the library. It sometimes does serve me cats in libraries. In fairness. What? So Loris has run off for a moment. What? EJ, what are you doing? Sorry, Juniper, what are you doing?
I wanted to do a check on this portal to see just investigate it, just to see if they.
Probably either investigation Ooh. or Arcana.
I'll do my cleric impression. Bless you.
I'm doing Arcana.
You get a
so I've
D6 on your next roll.
got, 22.
22. I mean, this is a portal. It looks like a portal. It is the sort of portal that you would expect to see if you summoned a portal.
It's legit. It's a legit portal.
It has full 100% legit portal energy.
Oh my
Not that we've
God.
ever seen one at all, ever.
So
All portals, all the time. This is a portal.
Portals are us.
I think it'd be best to wait to see where the book was found. Right? We're not just gonna run into this.
Well, yeah,
are we?
like if all else fails, we'll just talk
I-
to the book again.
It
Can I just,
seemed
are we taking the book with us so we can get back out?
Oh yeah,
That-
I mean,
is that gonna
wouldn't
work?
drop the book.
I must admit, the fact that it didn't open a portal when Vedeketh just wanted his looks to change, it was when you pretending to be
Sad dwarf.
a
Well,
sad
Yeah.
dwarf
Like rest and
and
Yeah,
relaxation.
it was like it was almost like here we have a spa service in this book.
yeah.
Also, does anyone else think lilies are a strange choice of flower? I mean,
No.
You put
Ow.
they're
one-
fairly synonymous with,
yeah,
death.
death and stuff. Like, yeah, you put lilies on
They're like-
graves, don't you? That's like,
yeah.
Well,
At least
wouldn't
it has
that
no
make sense-
funerals.
That makes sense if the book reacts to being sad.
Mm.
It kind of it's on theme.
I mean, plus lilies like not death flower in every culture. Maybe this
True.
book was written by someone
This is also true.
in culture.
Yes.
We are in a land of many cultures.
That's good point.
I mean, I would just go inside because, like, what do we gain by?
Should we make sure that the book is in a place we know that when we come back,
Are we not
We-
taking the book with us?
We should take it
Yeah,
with
to
us.
take it with us.
we're taking the book with us? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we need to
For
keep
some
control.
reason-
It's
for
for
some
safety,
reason- For
obviously.
some reason, in my mind, the portal was the book, not a separate thing. Okay.
Can I suggest Yeah, we wait for Loris or one of the others to come back so they know where we've gone.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, so Loris, whilst you're having this thought process, Loris does come running back, and she comes running back with one of the readers from the library. She says, yes, apparently the book was found on the floor.
Great.
And
So
it was,
I grabbed the book.
We know where your friend has gone.
yes, that seems very likely. Are you going in?
Oh, well, we're gonna take the book with us, but yes, I think so.
Will the book help?
Well, hopefully it'll open a portal to come back.
But it opened a portal to the place that you're going.
So maybe it would just open another portal inside the portal inside the portal. Yeah, I see what you're doing.
They know more about magic than I do.
Yeah, it kind of hurts to
perception.
take it, right? Like this
I
is
mean,
going to
yeah, you
our
can
head
take
thing.
the book. She hands you the book.
Yep, I'll take the book. Loris, one more important thing before.
Hello?
There's a mule called Dave, and he needs some company in case it will take us a while. It will probably not, but just like he gets sad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is he in the stables?
If you check inside the caravan that's there, you'll find feed, carrots, etc.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm very happy to look after your mule. What was it? His name's
Dave.
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 He's quite
Oh, is he the
sparkly.
brightly sparkly one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know he was yours. That's so
He's my pal.
exciting.
Well, he's not ours. It's a mutual society where
Oh,
Elbow,
he doesn't
Galray.
belong
Shut
to us.
up. Shut up. Dave's ours. Shut up.
No, he doesn't belong to us. He's a travelling companion.
He is. He's one of the
He is
adventurers.
He is one of us.
Oh yeah. Dave's an adventurer.
she looks slightly confused, but she's like, "No, I'd be delighted to look after your mule. That's amazing." But yes, do tell Fulthrax if you find him that I'm really, really sad that he's gone, and I'd really like to see him again.
And hopefully the thought that you are waiting for him and are missing him will help him realise this is where he should be, because he has a friend that wants him, that misses him.
Well, yeah, hopefully. And the reader's like, sure. You're going into this. You're going into this entirely unsanctioned and weird portal that's just appeared into the middle of our library.
Have you heard
Yes.
about
How
us?
well are,
Yeah, I
how
mean-
well are we known in this place?
Yeah.
The reader kind of sigh in a slightly like, yeah, okay.
Look,
I'll have
it's
to.
us, okay?
I'll have to fill in a form. There's gonna be.
Like, do you want to go instead?
No.
Well, then.
It's okay. I'm gonna fill the form in.
Juniper getting sassy.
It was like,
I'm gonna
What do you want
fill
us to-
the form in. It's
what do
gonna
you
be
want us-
fine.
what do you want us to do, mate? Hey,
All right.
Put it this way. One of your acolytes, one of your junior acolytes, has possibly disappeared into...
Oh.
So it's a rescue mission.
yeah, so really, you have lost one of your acolytes, and we
Look,
are
if
going
one
to help
of
you out.
our acolytes, this reader's quite annoyed now, if one of our acolytes has stepped into an unsanctioned portal, that's their problem, and I
Well,
don't think that
I
it
mean,
should
it-
be
but
my
maybe.
problem. But hey, if you were all taking responsibility for stepping into this portal,
Well,
then you take
somebody has to take
responsibility.
responsibility, don't they?
Yeah, okay. Well, it's not
Busy
going to be
unti-
me.
Can I? Am I
I'm
having this?
furiously untying Vedi and Fizz.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I have this rope taken off before?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm furiously untying you. Very angry person who's just been an arse.
It's like, where's the loyalty to each other? God,
Exactly.
Honestly.
It's
The reader's
supposed to
like,
be your charge. Like while I'm unraveling charges, you're supposed to look after them. No wonder they don't feel safe. and welcome.
no wonder
they're-
they're depressed.
yeah, the reader like rolls their eyes and like walks off again, and Loris is just left like, what? Not sure.
I shout behind the reader. You need a therapist over here. You have depressed people. That's not good. Do better.
Loris looks like, fucking hell, somebody's shouting at the readers. Oh my god.
I want to know what I missed, because my whole Discord froze then for a few minutes, and 1 minute it was everyone's talking calmly. I come back and eat
Everybody
Juniper's
shouted,
on a foul.
everybody shouted at the reader, so that was exciting.
They they didn't take responsibility of the fact that one of their acolytes is missing and started to get a bit like arsy at us. It's like, are you really going to go in there? Like, well, are you going to do it? And
That's
they
the
were like,
last thing I heard, and I come
Yeah.
back and all of a sudden got is like you in full roll. Okay, what have I missed?
I'm going to.
Loris looks momentarily a little bit shaken, but then like really visibly like relaxes, and it's like, okay, I trust you. I'm gonna give Dave all of the carrots he wants. And
thanks, Loris.
Thank you.
We'll go and find your friend.
That is much
Thank you.
appreciated.
Thank you,
We are
thank
going to
you,
find
thank
your
you.
friend for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I put my hand
And we
on
are going
Loris's
to bring-
shoulder, support reassuringly, and give her a little pat and just look her straight in the eyes with a little nod.
Yeah.
We are going to bring him back safely to you.
Thank you.
I hope.
Thank you. Are you all stepping into this portal?
Yeah, portal
Oh, yeah.
time. Portal.
portal time.
Freddie's doing a strut into the portal because
Alright.
it's Freddie.
I'll go through last.
Well, I guess we'll find out about that in 2 weeks. Right.
Way.
Dun dun dun. Cliffhanger.
You'll get eaten by a Gru. No, you don't. It's okay.
The portal suddenly grows teeth. Chomp.
Portal is
Now you
secretly a
know I
mimic.
went last.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, again?
We just sold all those mimic teeth.
Anything.
Well, there we go. Now we are.
Well, Dave,
inside
it's just
a
you and me
portal.
now, pal. Right.
We are inside a portal. Who knows where it'll come out? There we go. You've done lots
Is it
of
just
shopping.
me or is Candlekeep the most dangerous place on Waterdeep? In the whole of the Sword Coast? I mean, come on.
I mean, they've got lots of dangerous books.
Yeah,
All
it's
piled
it's
up
because
together.
it's their own fault. It's because they insist on gathering these magical books together. I mean, that's what's going to happen. isn't it?
Didn't someone
Please
die?
tell me your library is safer than this, Anne. Please tell me yours is safer.
It has some people that probably would eat you, but other than that,
What?
You don't have a habit of borrowers disappearing every now and again or anything, and the books looking thicker than they were to start with. You know.
no. But we recently found out that the fire alarm is not actually audible in our office. So if there's a fire, I'll just burn to death.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice of them.
No.
okay.
Yeah.
On the
In the UK, that would be extremely illegal.
That's very
Yeah.
illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's illegal over here too, but
Good,
no one's
good.
really bothered.
Okay.
so on
We
Friday
try to
when
make people bothered, but like, yeah.
on Friday last week when it was like freezing cold, the managers threw a surprise fire alarm drill.
Oh,
So,
they do
and I'm
that.
like, I was just wearing my scrubs, so you know how well you might
Oh.
not know, but scrub tops are very
Yeah,
thin.
they're very
Yeah.
thin.
Because
and I
theatres are
had-
very warm.
Yeah, and I heard the alarm go off, and I'm like, and you do that thing when the alarm goes off, and you're like, is that the alarm? Because we have alarms, like we have alarms for like when your goes out and stuff. So I'm like, that's not the oxygen alarm. Oh, I think that's a real alarm. Oh, okay, right. So like pick everybody up. Everyone's like, what do we do? I'm like, go out the front of the building. Can I go in? No, you can't go out the front of the building. Like, have to pick all the clients
I was
up
gonna
and
say,
throw
did
them
you-
out the front of the building.
Did you have any sleepy animals, or was it all...
We had animals under anaesthetic.
Okay. Which you're
Um,
supposed to leave?
We are supposed to leave.
Yep.
Thankfully,
This
one
is
of
the
the one of the managers went past the two theatres and went, "Stay where you are." Fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, cool.
We got the building evacuated in 1.1 minute and 43 seconds. They
Oh,
were
that's
very
pretty
proud.
good. Yeah, it's pretty
And then
good.
we were like, "It's really fucking cold. Can we go back inside now?" They're like, "We have to tick the thing off." I'm like, "Tick faster."
Yeah.
Of all the days to do a fire drill,
Yeah,
for
no,
fuck's
that's really
sake.
bad. That's really bad. You don't do fire drill tests in January. That's not when you
No,
do them.
as all the managers came out wearing nice big thick coats.
Oh, assholes.
Yeah, the best part was
Hey,
when
you.
somebody would the night staff would forget to disable the perimeter alarm,
Oh,
and somebody would open a window because they burnt their toast.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
So you didn't know if it was a fire alarm or the burglar alarm that was going off. And you're like, is that
dear.
fire alarm? Is that the burglar? Do you know which one it is? I don't know which. Do you remember which one it is?
Oh, dear.
we
And
should
then they were
probably,
like,
probably
yeah, we
leave
should probably
the
just go
building.
anyway, just in
Uh,
case.
Right. Twitch. I'm gonna say goodbye to Twitch right now before we bitch about any
Bye,
more
Twitch.
like
Bye,
fire
Twitch.
alarms.
Bye, Twitch.
Thank you very much, Twitch. Bye.